is my pleasure to welcome two gentlemen to the show, Mark Argosh, Executive Directors of SVP, and JP Hernandez. SVP, Social Venture Partners. Mark, what is that?
We are a set of individuals who are involved in philanthropy and are also helping nonprofits with capacity building projects to enable them to reach more people and accomplish more. So
basically, there's a whole group of you, there are 43 chapters across America, who sit in a room and decide with their monies, because you pool it together, who you're going to help. Nonprofits, other folks that are doing great things in America. How does that feel at the end of the day, to be able to do that? Take it, JP.
Well, it's tremendous, right? You know, I got involved with the Social Venture Partners chapter in Connecticut roughly when it started 4 years ago, and I really felt like I had found my tribe. You know, the group of individuals, really super talented, super motivated folks, and we all are committed to making a difference in the communities that we, you know, in Connecticut. So it's great. You get to meet some of the most dedicated and most effective organizations in the state, and it's a great chance to try to amplify their impact and be part of that, you know, that journey. It's really been great. Who
comes to SVP for help? Who is it? Give me an example of who comes to you guys.
We're working right now with 4 really extraordinary nonprofits in Connecticut. Horizons National, which is a summer program for low-income kids. All Our Kin, which is an early childhood organization that trains family child care providers to provide an much better educational experience for kids. We're working with the Carver Foundation that does after-school and summer programs in Norwalk to really improve the quality of education for low-income people. And we're working with Building One Community in Stamford, which is the largest immigrant service center, and we're working with them on workforce development programs.
So this is all private monies that,
yes,
that you pool together, that you're able to make a difference. I would think that there are dozens and dozens of folks that need your help, that you can't help but you're trying.
That's right, and the other thing is not just money, it's also time. So what makes Social Venture Partners different is these nonprofits get a team of partners that roll up their sleeves and help the nonprofit on specific projects. And we typically work with a nonprofit for 3 years, so we really have an opportunity to have an impact with them in terms of helping them, you know, grow and be able to reach more people.
On a statewide level, JP, who have you helped turn around that wouldn't have been able to make it without you guys?
Well, early on, we got involved with a immigration nonprofit that really did need sort of a true turnaround effort. And so that was a sort of early days effort. It's actually not one that I was particularly close to, so it might be something Mark talks to more than I do. But that was certainly a case where we found an organization that really was sort of on the precipice and needed the kind of expertise that SVP could uniquely bring. So whether that was getting the, you know, sort of the financials of the organization in shape, setting a new strategic direction, et cetera. I would say, though, just to clarify a little bit, we tend to work with organizations that have a proven model. That's not always the case. Again, we've been there in terms of turnaround situations, but oftentimes what we're trying to do is take an organization that already has a way of achieving its mission, and that you look at it and you can be very proud of what they're doing and say, how do we amplify that? How do we sort of really put, you know, a lot of acceleration into an organization that's effective and really multiply that?
Do you want to speak to that particular group that he talked about?
Sure. This is a really great group in Bridgeport that helps refugees settle and integrate into our country, now known as SERI. And we have been involved with them for the last 4 years. And it's been a great experience for us and for them, and to see them really kind of thrive now. One of the things that enables us to choose among different organizations is we're very focused on a single goal, which is closing the opportunity gap in Connecticut, and which we have found to be, one of the biggest issues facing our state. And specifically, we're focused on education and workforce development, because we believe if people have opportunities for middle-class jobs, and if people have an opportunity for high-quality education, we can really start to make a difference in terms of people's lives.
Take me inside a meeting how many meetings are there a year? Are there 12? Are there 4? Are there, and how is it that you decide who you're going to help?
It's a great question.
Because what a joy to be able to spread your monies.
Yeah, it's a great question. And I'm sure Mark can sort of straighten me out if I get some of the details wrong here. But, you know, this is a partner-led organization, right? So we do have an investment committee, but, you know, that sort of sounds in a way a little bit more formal than what it is. It's really just partners that want to roll up their sleeves, that have raised their hands and have said, I want to get involved and have an impact. And so it's really been a process of, as Mark said, clarifying our mission, and then from there laying out a process by which we specify our criteria, get to know really in a hands-on way, you know, the best organizations that are going after the opportunity divide. And then we've started to put, you know, some rigor, to be sure, around those criteria, having site visits and getting to know the leadership, really getting to know in an in-depth way those organizations. But again, it's very much a partner-led thing. It's part of what actually gives it a lot of joy is that there's meaningful relationships both with the organizations that we get to work with directly, as well as the partners, and getting to know a group of folks that are really a talented group of folks that are, you know, aligned in terms of wanting to make a difference.
There really is a joy in philanthropy.
Yeah. There is. And the great thing about it is that we're building a community so that people can actually work on it together. So it's not just an individual sport, it's a team sport with SVP.
I want to show a video that better explains what it is that SVP is doing across the country.
We're facing huge problems both in our community and around the globe.
Like poverty,
climate change,
family homelessness,
the quality of our education system.
Money alone is not going to fix these problems.
That's why Social Venture Partners goes beyond philanthropy.
We don't just write checks.
We find nonprofits that are poised to grow and help them make an even greater impact.
We believe that by rolling up our sleeves and investing time and skills, we can amplify the impact of every dollar we invest in our community.
We get directly involved, working shoulder to shoulder with these organizations.
And along the way, we grow and become more effective in our giving.
Right here and around the world.
From Dallas
to Boston
to Tokyo.
A global network of local partners investing in our community.
We're giving with purpose.
Giving more than just money.
And giving together.
My name is Madeline Clark.
Reed Leggett.
Katharina Toe.
Takuya Okamoto.
I am a lawyer.
I'm a social worker.
I am a budding philanthropist.
I am a first-time grandparent.
I'm a Seahawks fan.
I am an incurable romantic.
I'm a man of power and influence, committed to making a difference in the world.
And I am a partner.
我是一位会员.
I am a partner with SVP.
I became a partner because my husband signed us up. I remain a partner because it made me fall in love with philanthropy.
I'm a partner because I get more by giving.
I'm a partner because I think it's the best way to make a difference in our community.
Better philanthropists.
Stronger nonprofits.
Bigger impact.
Join us. Become an SVP partner.
Together we'll solve big problems, become better people, and make our world a better place.
Together we'll do amazing things.
Together we'll do amazing things. And I think I misspoke. It's not just in America, it's global. How rapidly has this organization grown?
So Social Venture Partners started 20 years ago in Seattle. It was started by some Microsoft executives, and it quickly spread across the West Coast and to other parts of the U.S. and then globally. And in the last year, there have been 2 additional chapters formed. And it is the largest network of engaged philanthropists in the world. There are over 30,000 partners.
Wow.
And it's a very effective way of solving social problems.
And boy, do we have some right now.
Right.
How much money has your chapter given away since its inception? Tens of thousands?
We've given about 1.2 million.
Wow.
And we are also working with others on solving some of the biggest problems in Connecticut. So we're working with the state college system around guided pathways, which is a way to improve student success in community colleges. We're working with manufacturers and community colleges to train people for the next generation of advanced manufacturing jobs in the state. So we're not trying to do this on our own. We're trying to work collaboratively
together
with others.
Someone said to me, you can't bring manufacturing back to America. And look what we're doing. We're bringing it back to America.
Right.
And we're bringing it back to the States because we have know-how and we can do this. But so much of this has to be grassroots. And it is grassroots with your help. How much do you get involved with small business, if at all?
We do. In fact, manufacturing is actually a great example. If you look in the southern part of Connecticut, a lot of the manufacturers are fairly small and medium-sized companies. And we're building a training center in the Naugatuck Valley that will take high school students and other people who are looking for a second chance, and in 10 months train them for jobs in these small businesses. These small businesses can't afford to train them on their own, so it's helping small businesses thrive, and it's also providing career opportunities for people who are really vulnerable and wouldn't otherwise have these kinds of career opportunities.
And then the state thrives. And we need that as well.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, when you're a part of this organization and giving and helping, and it's not just money, but it's know-how and it's rolling up the shirt sleeves, do enough people know about you, do you think? And how can you use my help in doing that?
Well, I think this is a great start.
Get you guys out there.
No, I think we are just in the early stages of getting the word out, so thank you so much for this opportunity. We are known within the nonprofit community, but not in the population at large. And so we are starting to now, we started off in Fairfield County. We're now expanding into New Haven, and we'll be going this year into Hartford and New London and Eastern Connecticut. So we are looking to be statewide.
That's terrific. Are there, how often do you meet? And do you decide at the end of the year who's going to get the monies, or is it just an ongoing, oh, these guys are really needing our help, let's give them, do you call it a grant?
Yes.
Let's give them a grant now. I mean, how does that work?
Well, let me try to help you sort of maybe visualize it from the lens of an engagement with a nonprofit, right?
Sure.
So once we've selected an organization, it's not just partners sitting around being thinkers of great thoughts and just amongst themselves. We really are engaged very directly with those organizations. And it's a collaborative back and forth with the leadership of those organizations to really understand what's the need. And so I might get a phone call about a particular organization because of some unique skill set I have.
Sure.
If you were involved with SVP, and I imagine your tremendous knowledge in the media and all the rest, it could be valuable for the organization from that particular point of view. So on the one hand, you have sort of a couple of folks that are sort of the leadership, if you will, of any one engagement, and those people will be meeting very regularly, very hands-on with the nonprofit. But at the same time, you could take a person like you or me, and we can be involved in sort of an as-needed expertise sort of a basis, right? And so it was actually one of the things that was very attractive to me because I was working and very busy, and so I needed a model where I felt like it could sort of fit in and be practical. And SVP has really been wonderful in that sense because not only am I cutting the check, but also in a way in which is very tailor-made to my unique skills, I can be involved in having an impact where I can really add the most value.
How many members are there?
We have 70 partners.
70.
And we've grown rapidly in the last 4 years. We think we'll have over 100 partners by the end of the year. And Seattle, for example, who's been in existence the longest, has 500 partners. Yeah. And imagine if when we have 500 partners in Connecticut, and what kind of impact we can have on really solving some of the biggest problems in the state.
As partners, who are you looking for? Leaders in communities? Who is a partner?
We are looking for people from all walks of life. Today, a lot of our partners are business people, but we're looking for people in government, people in colleges, people in the nonprofit world, people at a community level who want to make a difference and who have the willingness to put in their time and get involved with us.
I can't wait till you get to 500 partners, just like Seattle, to see what we can do in the state of Connecticut. Mark Argash, Executive Director of SVP, and JP Hernandez, thank you so much for coming on and enlightening us about all the help you're giving the state of Connecticut nonprofits.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. This is really great.
You bet.
Thanks, Sam.
Spend all night kissing and if Walter's right here, then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked, if I'm as a wish and I found the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Need to keep locked in the grocery store, but mine just to save time. Skip right ahead to the last ride.